Okay, yeah, we are live. Okay, Mark, you can start your presentations.
Hello, everyone. Like he said, I'm Mark Nadal, and I am from San Diego, California, United States, America, Earth. I'm going to switch it over to capture. And I have one of these nifty slides set up, but don't worry, I'm actually going to get into some code. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
The JavaScript database for JavaScript developers. So, like it said, I'm Mark Nadal, and this is me off on Preikestolen in Norway. I love to go hiking and do as many extreme sports that I possibly can do, since I spend most of my life on a computer staring at little div boxes in the web browser and trying to get them to change. So the exciting life of a JavaScript developer has to be, compensated with some real world activity. So I run Gun. Gun is a JavaScript database, and I'm just going to go over a couple of the high level pieces about Gun. So first off, Gun is a graph database. So for you that aren't familiar with graph databases are really cool because they can do key value, just normal key value stuff like Redis. They can also do document stuff like MongoDB or RethinkDB or Cassandra, or not Cassandra, CouchDB. So you get documents in there. Graphs can also do relational data, so you're not having to run away into the NoSQL world. You're still able to get SQL with graph databases. And it turns out that with graphs, pretty much everything is relational. Even the document structure winds up being relational. And we're going to explore that a little bit later. And you can also do graphs with Gun or other graph databases, obviously. And I'll be showing you examples of that later. So the other thing about Gun is that it's also real time. So anybody who's used Firebase is probably familiar with this really, really nice ability that like the database just pushes the data to you, okay? So most people, when they hear database, think, oh, I gotta do DevOps and system administration, I gotta set up the database, I gotta configure it, I gotta maintain it, I gotta run it, I gotta do all this really annoying, boring backend stuff. Or, well, maybe you love the backend, but sometimes it can just be tedious. And then once you have that all set up, typically you just have a website that your users are using that then connects to the database. But in order for you to get updates, you have to keep on polling the database with, hey, do you have any new updates? Hey, do you have any new updates? And that gets annoying really, really fast. Plus, I've been there, and yeah, it is annoying. I'm hopefully my
your screen actually switched to a Java update. Oh my! Oh,
what?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what happened?
No, nothing. My screen actually switched to a Java update. So
oh,
yeah, you can continue. Sorry for this.
No, I prefer Windows, but right now I'm on Mac, and thankfully I didn't install any Java stuff, so I don't get annoyed. But so it's typically as annoying as Java, because Java has to poll you with this question of, hey, do you want to update your Java? Hey, do you want to update your Java? Wouldn't it be nice if Java well, actually, no, never mind. That would not be nice at all. But it would be nice if your data auto-updated, and that's what a real-time kind of push architecture of database does. Now, most other databases also don't handle all the WebSocket connections and the long polling for you. You wind up having to set socket.io or sock.js up to then communicate with your server to then pull the database. So anybody who's used Firebase knows what I'm talking about. It's really nice to just have a real-time database. And I'm going to be showing all this stuff in a minute, but just want to start with the high-level stuff. So Gun is also offline first, which means if your users are on your site and they get disconnected because they went through the subway or the metro, or they're out just and they have bad network connectivity, they can still save data. Because Gun is written in JavaScript, it runs in the browser. And then when they come back online, all of those offline updates will then sync back up to the server. So The last piece is that it's fully peer-to-peer or decentralized. If anybody has used BitTorrent, you're probably familiar that peer-to-peer decentralized is a very, very different architecture than pretty much every other tool that you use. Most databases out there, like Mongo and MySQL, are master-slave. And I actually find this as being terrible because my personal story is that back in 2011, 2012, I was running a collaborative web design tool, and I'd be woken up at 3 a.m. in the morning to debug why on earth my app had crashed. And everything would be fine. The NodeJS server would be fine. The CDN would be fine. The client-side JavaScript would be fine. But the one thing that was wrong was the database. And if the database is down, then nothing else works because data is the lifeblood of your system. So that's just super frustrating. I got tired of that because with those databases, you only have this one master, and you might have some slaves to replicate to, but if the master fails, you're out of luck. So if you instead have a peer-to-peer architecture, everything will still work even in the case of failure. And I'm going to go ahead and demo that right now so we can actually jump into some fun stuff. So if people have their laptops, you can jump along with me. I'm going to put you guys to the side, and let me boost up the text here so it's readable. Can you guys read that?
Yeah.
Or do I need to make it larger?
It's good.
All right. So I'm just going to jump into a new temporary directory. I'm just going to call this, how do you spell Zagreb?
Z-A-G.
R-A-B?
Yeah, but E-B.
No! Victor. Z-A-G-R-E-B. C-D Zagreb. No, no, no. And I'm going to really quickly jump over to the, I got too many windows open over here. I'll show you the URL for, if you go to unjs.org, it'll give you a link at the top. Actually, no, my designer must have moved it away. It'll give you a link at the bottom to the GitHub. Actually, he got rid of that link too. If you click on documentation, it'll take you over to the wiki. Well, I used to have a link to the GitHub right on the top, and I need to get that back there. My internet is actually going too slow. So I was going to just live clone and npm install gun, so that way you guys could see how easy it is, but it looks like my internet with live streaming is going a little bit slow. So the point is, what I would do is npm install gun, okay? That's if you're doing Node.js development. You can also start with gun without having to do any backend stuff at all. And I'm going to get to that in a moment, but I wanted to just show a demo. So rather than installing it, I'm just going to use one of the ones I already have installed. So let me go into my Node modules and then gun. I have gun right here, which is the same thing that's on the server. And I'm going to run npm start. npm start is going to boot up a...
Just a second, like your internet is a bit slow, so the screen is frozen. So we are waiting for it to like sync up. Yeah, we just npm install gone.
Okay. It was probably because I tried to load a website in Chrome, and Chrome decided I must use all of your memory and all of your bandwidth.
Yeah.
What I was going to install gun, but because I don't want to worry about the internet, I'm just reusing a gun which I've already installed.
But it's still frozen. Just
a server. Yes.
Sorry, it's still frozen. So yeah, I don't know. You can maybe like turn off your screen sharing and then turn it on again. And close all the windows in Chrome.
Restart your computer.
Yeah. So are we having problems or he? That's the biggest question now.
So let's blame it.
Yeah. Okay. He isn't here anymore. Restart the PC. Yeah, is someone connected to this so we can test it out if it works? So I'm not on this one. Maybe you, Vieko? Yeah, just try to open something and then we'll see. It works?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we need to wait for him. Maybe I'll write him a message. Yeah, this is the awkward moment in the... Okay. You're here, right?
Hey, am I back?
Yeah, you're back, finally.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the total failure of technology in 2016.
Yeah.
It makes me lose faith in programming. All right.
Okay. It's starting again, so you're frozen again. So I think we have a bit of a problem. Maybe if we just stop broadcasting and I call you like normally, maybe it would be better.
Let me try rebooting my computer really quickly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sucks.
So, okay, I will call you the normal way. So I will just like turn off the camera and then you will have the only camera going on and it should be faster then.
Oh, okay. So you want to try that first, where you just turn your...
Okay, I'll just stop broadcasting.